Hey, how's it going? Mr. Deadman here. Sunday Funday, I suppose, ranked and chill. I'm not sure what this is exactly, but we're talking about some border news here. Last time I was talking about the border stuff, I was asking the question, are we still supplying the Honduras with financial aid? And of course we are. Like millions. 4.4 million in assistance, including 3 million in IDA humanitarian assistance for risk of communication interventions in water, sanitation, and hygiene. 2.4 million in assistance and health assistance to help Hondurans respond to epidemic. Okay, so we are providing them with monetary assistance to help their situation, whatever their situation is. Yet we have thousands upon thousands of Hondurans crossing through Guatemala, crossing through Mexico to get to America. Now, Mexico won't do, Guatemala won't do. They want that good premium U.S. government cheese while they can get it. Hey, it's free for the taking. Biden said, hey, come on over. You're welcomed. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and do that. And they're going to have their freshly pressed Biden shirts ready to wear, ready for the photo op when they get here. And we still give Honduras financial assistance. I said, hey, if we're giving them financial aid and their people just want to come on across the border anyway for that, for the food stamps, for the Medicaid, for the free college, then, why don't we just, why are we still giving financial aid then? What's the purpose? It ain't helping. It ain't helping anything. We're spending money to help them, and they don't even want the help. They're like, you know what? No, we're jumping this ship. We want to go to America. It's interesting, too, because the reason why they get those free services is why? Whose money is it that goes into to make those services possible? So hardworking Americans are paying part of that. Part of it. Sure. I mean, everyone's tax goes into it, even the companies, businesses. But it's because of us, because of corporations, because of business, because of the people that pay their taxes, that these people are able to get that free stuff. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Care more about non-citizens than actual citizens. That just seems weird. When you have, what is the homeless population right now in America? When you have thousands upon thousands of homeless people, you got thousands upon thousands unemployed due to no fault of their own because of how severe the lockdowns were. They were forced out of their job. Their business was shut down, and now they're on the street. Maybe they were a pipe fitter, and they had a pretty good pipe fitting gig. But, that gig was shut down by the President of the United States. Go learn to code. Yeah, well, those coding jobs are going away, too. They're going to fucking India. There isn't a fucking job here in the U.S. That's the future we're heading. The only people who are going to be employed are teachers and government employees. Well, the teachers are government employees. So, retail's going because Amazon is destroying retail. Walmart's going to be around for a while. Grocery stores going to be around for a while. It's like, but the jobs, they're going. The reason why I got into this is because we have more unemployed. We have more unemployed now. We can't even take care of our own. Yet we were going to take care of, these 13,000 illegal children. Mm-hmm. It's fucking insane. Doesn't make any sense. Just let the government handle, right? Let the federal government handle it. They'll take care of it. Okay. Human health services will take care of it. Human health services, they are also the reason why children were placed with traffickers, that children were placed in situations where they were exploited for their labor. That's true news, by the way. That's not even real. I mean, sorry, that's not even fake. I don't remember the year, but because of Human Health Services, what they do is they try to find placement for these kids, kind of the same way I guess CPS does. And they will, hey, if they pass the background check, if they look like they're on the up and up, they'll go place. What they find out, oh, they actually run a farm, and those kids are working on the farm. Okay. Blatant illegal child labor right there. By the way, this cigar I'm smoking, it's not that good. I knew kind of going into it is going to be kind of interesting. It's Olivia. Olivia is good, but these are Olivia seconds. What are Olivia seconds? It's in the name. This is second. This is filled with the tobacco they didn't use for their premium, for the top cigars. So I'm literally getting seconds here. It looks like it takes a while to burn, but it doesn't because it's pretty I guess weak tier tobacco. It burns fast. I don't know how to describe it, but it just burns fast. It really does. Like those nubs I have, they could take like maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. Smoke it right. These, 30 minutes, maybe an hour if you really drag it. Anyway, yeah, man, we got thousands of illegal aliens coming across the border from Honduras. And we're giving them financial aid. All right, then I guess cut that financial aid. We don't need that shit. As far as other border news here, anything new? You got 8 immigrants killed when the pickup crashes on the Texas border city. He had a pickup truck with 8 people loaded into it and a driver. The driver was a U.S. citizen, is a U.S. citizen by the name of Sebastian Tovar. Sebastian Tovar. He was driving a Dodge pickup. He was running away from authorities. High-speed chase. Had 8 additional people in the pickup truck. How do you fit that many people in a fucking Dodge pickup truck? We're talking about people laying on top of people. Head-on collision. Collided head-on with a Ford F-150. The driver with a child passenger. And they were both hospitalized, by the way. It was the Dodge that was with the illegal immigrants that collided into the Ford F-150 head-on, sending a child and that driver to the hospital. I don't know if they made it. I don't know about that. Now, the passengers in the Dodge though, and the illegal truck there, they all died. They all died. They didn't make out from that at all. I'm not really saddened by that one. When you do stupid things to try to get through the border illegally and you're on a high-speed chase and things go south, I'm not worried. I'm not sad about the loss of that life. But I am sad about I don't know what happened about, with this kid and with this driver. I mean, they didn't know this was going to happen, right? People say, oh, but it doesn't matter. If we just open the border, just let them cross, it'd be fine. Like, we wouldn't have these issues. Dude, it'll be happening more and more. You have more Dodge pickup trucks, more SUVs just crossing through, all willy-nilly on the highway. And when you collide into them, when you wreck into them, guess who's paying for that? They ain't paying for that. They don't have car insurance. They ain't paying for shit. You're paying for it. You're paying for all of it. Unless you have some good fucking insurance, they'll cover that shit. If you're not first, you're last, dead man. Right. Okay. I guess that's for the cigar. Yeah. Yeah. I got another pack of I like the Kentucky Fire Cured. They're really good. So I got another pack of them coming in. And because I smoke so much, I don't know. I might try some cigarillos here. Might do well with the streams. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway. Yeah, I do want to follow up and see what happened. I don't know if it's going to be reported. I want to follow up and see what happened with the kid and the driver here of the Dodge, not Dodge, but the Ford F-150. I want to make sure that they made it out alive. If they didn't, man, that would be horrible. God, can you imagine, man? You're driving, trying to do your thing. Maybe you're going to grandma's or something. Maybe it was like a trip you guys are planning, and all of a sudden, boom. This truck that's smuggling illegal immigrants, smuggling illegal aliens, crashes into you. Mm-mm. It is much related to the news of the expedition, crammed of 25 people. Over there in California. Well, it killed 13? And people were asking, why would an SUV have 25 people? Because they're fucking illegal. They're trying to smuggle them through. As many people that could fit in the vehicle. That's why. They're not getting in there for convenience. They're getting in there to cram, packed, and go. And if you ask someone who's super progressive, super left, they'll be like, oh, the reason why they're doing that is because they just want to cross through and have a new life. You could cross through at a point of entry legally. If you could pass a background check. If you could pass, okay? I mean, you get crammed into that car, driving illegally anyway, and probably not a proper license, probably messed up shit. I have no idea. I said before, the people on the left will be like, oh, we need open borders. Just let them come on through. It's like, do you care about the children who are exploited? Do you care about the men and women that are exploited for their cheap labor? Because that's what's happening here. What do you think happens with the illegal immigrant men and women that come across the border? What do you think happens to them? What sort of job are they getting? Where are they getting employment at? Who's paying them? How much are they making? All that stuff. No, they're being exploited. If you care about that, then why would you want open borders? It makes no sense. It makes no fucking sense. It's like, do you care about the impact that illegal immigration has on the black man? Do you care about that? If you do, you wouldn't be for open borders. Coming for our jobs. Our gerbs. Reality, that is true. I mean, their jobs, we probably wouldn't even work. I mean, do you want to work at a slaughterhouse? Do you want to work on a farm? Do you want to work on a pig farm? No, you don't. No, you don't. So we'll get these people. They'll work for next to nothing, and then when they're done, we'll deport them back. That's what tends to happen too. That has happened as well in the past. Because even with the illegal immigrants, when they work, they might think, hey, we're working. Maybe we deserve more pay, and might start asking for more pay. It's like, do I want to pay them more or send them back and get a new fresh batch of illegal immigrants? I'll do that. And if you ever see a feminist that's for open border, it's like, are you really a feminist if you're for open border? Because some of these women, these girls, these young girls that come over, they have a sponsor who's paying them to come over to be used in every way you can imagine. They're not working on a farm. Well, I mean, you can call it like a bunny farm. You can call it something else. But they're not picking strawberries and cotton and shit. No, they're on their back. They're on their knees. That's what they're doing. At the age of 15, 13 even. That shit is very fucking real. Very real. So if you encounter someone who says they are a feminist and they are for open borders, then you are not a feminist. You're a fucking hypocrite. How's it going, guys? Open borders would have everyone pouring into the country from every corner around the world. Yep. That's exactly what would happen. We have to, and the Democrats used to be smart about this. There was a time not too long ago where the Democrats were actually against open borders. It's the fucking super woke that got into them. They need to back on that position. It's like they don't fucking care. It's like they would appeal to the Twitter base as if it's like the voice of America. Fuck Twitter. Twitter and Facebook aren't the voice of America. Twitter kicks off anyone who's fucking conservative or starts talking too much about conservative values or anything. I mean, no, they're not the voice of America. Some more border news. Apparently in what was this here? Where's the article? In Arizona. Arizona border strike force fighting criminal organizations. So in Arizona's border strike force has been fighting criminal activity in Arizona for a while. And this year, let's see. In the final 2 months of 2020, border strike force operations resulted in seizure of nearly 430 pounds of marijuana. Of course, people don't care about marijuana, right? Just take that to a dispensary, let them deal it out, I guess, I suppose, whatever. Kind of lost the argument on that one, right? I mean, all right. But then 10 pounds of heroin, which is poison, that doesn't need to be out there on the street. 4 pounds of cocaine, which is also a poison, does not need to be out there on the street at all. 55 pounds of methamphetamine. No, methamphetamine, that shit is horrible. 4 pounds of fentanyl. That's a gift from China. Nearly 1 pound of other dangerous substances. 50 firearms. Okay. Let's see. And a trooper locates 15 pounds of methamphetamines, 6 ounces of heroin during a Tuscan area traffic stop on January 11, 2021. The illegal drugs are coming in more and more. Like those numbers I was reading, that was from the final 2 months of 2020. Like these numbers have been increased. Like they're coming in more. Because this is just what they caught. You got to think about what they don't catch. And of course, that's hard to quantify. You don't know what that number is. That does take some speculation there. And be careful with speculation. But sometimes it's like, okay, well, they're coming through, they're carrying stuff. What are they carrying? Obviously, it's going to be stuff they could sell on the streets, stuff they could, that's going to be drugs, it's going to be guns, it's going to be ass, it's going to be pussy. That's what they're bringing. Shit. But who cares about the drugs, right? I mean, I was thinking that maybe in a couple of years we're gonna be have all drugs legalized. But if you've been paying attention to what they're doing in the White House, firing people for just smoking pot, then I guess I was fooled. I guess I was fooled. Maybe you were fooled as well. Yeah, I seriously thought that the Biden administration was gonna be soft on weed, was gonna be the one that legalizes it nationally, but. Maybe not. Or maybe they still will. They'll just not have it legal and for security clearances. Not a good look. And that could be the future there as well. I mean, even if for some reason the White House legalizes weed, it doesn't mean that your employer can't fire you for being high. They could do that shit still. If your employer doesn't want to hire a pothead, or doesn't want to hire someone who's going to be constantly high at work, then, okay, they can fire you, get rid of you, all that shit. They can still do that. Still do that shit. Now, what about for you guys, especially you guys that live near the southern border? Like, what additional stuff have you seen recently? Let's see. Open borders would mean Soros renting out planes to fly in people nonstop. And that's true too. We talked about it as well. And there's evidence that George Soros, through his nonprofits, so you could say it's not him directly. Oh, come on now. Through his nonprofits, fund this stuff. He can't be the only one. He's not the only guy doing this shit. But the guy has mad fucking money. Have you seen how much money George Soros puts into the campaigns of various DAs, district attorneys throughout the U.S.? It's like millions. He puts in like $2 million in various campaigns just for district attorney campaigns, which those campaigns are usually just a couple $100,000, maybe, not millions of dollars. And that's why they win. And that's how they get those district attorneys that are very soft on certain crimes, soft on certain crime coming from certain individuals. They play favorites. Am I reading up my current stash? No. No, I'm a Boy Scout. I don't have any drugs. I do not have any drugs. The only reason why my voice sounds like this in the morning is because it's in the morning. That's it. I just drink coffee and smoke tobacco. I have smoked the devil's lettuce every now and then. All right, ain't gonna lie about that. But yeah, I'm serious about that stuff. Like when it comes to like methamphetamines, that shit is a flat out fucking poison. That shit shouldn't even be around. That shit was made during wartime. I think the Germans made it to keep their soldiers going. And boy, is that a fucking effective. You don't need to give your troops rations and they have fucking methamphetamines going through their fucking veins. They're fine. I'm hungry. Gotta shoot at some more meth. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I was looking over this article here that goes into more detail about how these people that come across the border, man, they get picked up by all sorts of I guess companies, various companies for cheap ass fucking labor. Cheap ass fucking labor. They won't list the company names. I don't see it here on this article. It just talks about their work conditions and how they get there. Undocumented youth that become garment workers. They spend hours in dimly lit factories in the U.S. So somewhere in the U.S., in these factories, there's a bunch of kids in these factories making clothing. All right. That's how you're going to get made in the USA now. Want to bring jobs back to America, but keep the prices low? I guess maybe this is their solution. Open the borders, bring the kids in, put the kids to work. Okay. All right. Is that the master plan? Is that what they're doing? It seems like they had a giant, either because this is either a plan and they're doing something with it, or it's just a giant oopsie and they messed up on their signaling. Which one do you think is true? Or do you think there's something in the middle between there? Like, do you think that what the Biden administration did by putting it out there, hey, you're welcomed, come on in. Everyone who comes on in is going to become a citizen. That was intent. They did that with intent. That wasn't an accident. They wanted them to become Democratic voters. They probably want to. I wouldn't be surprised if they know the companies that are going to be hiring these people, putting these people to work. Let's see. In early February 2017, Department of Homeland Security conducted a series of targeted enforcement operations at workplaces and neighborhoods across 12 states that led to the arrest of 680 immigrants. Raids in today's immigrant destinations include Los Angeles, increased the hostility that workers must navigate in already precarious occupations. Oh, but research shows that deportations can have detrimental mental health effects on children. We got to think of the mental health. Well, they're not thinking about the mental health, the detrimental mental health effects when they come across the border. Like I said, they're not just coming from Mexico. They're coming from Guatemala. They're coming from Honduras, which is, if you don't know, it's further south from Guatemala. So they're crossing right through that. Sometimes by themselves. When they say sometimes these kids just cross. They have other kids with them, but there's like no parent there, or there's no adult there. That's weird, right? Who helped them navigate? Who helped them get across? I'm pretty sure there's a coyote somewhere to help them for a fee. They got to check those kids, too. Make sure they're not smuggling heroin. Dead men tell no tales. Let's see. Both those things, dead men or drugs. What, alcohol and tobacco? Well, yeah, they're drugs, but different drugs are different. Some drugs are fine. Other drugs are not. If you can't draw that distinction between tobacco and meth, then something's wrong with you. You're either being a liar or a troll, right? Obviously, there's a difference between alcohol and meth. Well, there's some people that can't handle their alcohol. Quite many people who can't. You don't need to banish alcohol. But if you do, I know exactly what I'm going to do. If we go back to those times, oh yeah, I'll have a speakeasy. I'll be brewing my own fucking wine, selling that shit. You got to think about the mental health of these immigrants. That's so funny. That's once again. If you think about the people that are on the, it's usually the left. It shouldn't be a political issue. It really shouldn't be. Because if you care about the kids, why are you even blasting out there just to have them to navigate the harsh terrain, navigate through 2 countries maybe to get to here? Why would you do that? Truth is, people like AOC, they don't care about the kids. I mean, they're for abortion. You can't be for abortion and be for the kids. If you imagine this, imagine being a school teacher and having a shirt that says "I'm for abortion." I mean, like how can you care about the kids? How can you? Imagine daycare workers. Imagine a daycare worker working in the infant room with a shirt that says "I love abortion." No, that's a monster. That she shouldn't be there. I mean, it's like a fucking serial killer at that point, man. I don't know. It's sick. Yeah, they're coming from all over Africa and the Middle East too. You're right. There's been instances where the people crossing the border have not even been Guatemalan or Honduran. In fact, they were very black. Very, very black. They were straight from Africa black. How the fuck did they get over there? Well, people know that the border's open. Come on through. All righty. I'm going to do that. Hey, I don't like this country. I could afford the money for a plane trip to Honduras. Okay. And then walk right in. And that's what they fucking do, man. Look, here's the thing. This should not be a political issue. Every country has a vested interest to protect their borders. Anyone who says otherwise, they don't give a fucking damn about the country, and they don't give a fucking damn about the people in the country, including minorities, including the kids, including that. No, I say that for anyone who has that position. Every country has a vested interest to protect their borders. You cannot protect your people. You cannot protect your country if your borders are wide fucking open and you just let anything in, especially nowadays. Okay. People, if you argue with them again on this stuff, they always take it back to, oh, but we're all immigrants. We all came over a long time ago. Yeah, sure. Yeah, we did. But those aren't those days anymore. Those days are long gone. And in fact, even in the past, it wasn't just, oh, you can just come on over. No, like you were vetted. Like when the Irish came over, they were vetted, sort of. I mean, they weren't really vetted. I mean, it's not like they had like background checks, but it's like, okay, there was a registry. There was a point of entry, literally a port. Man, imagine if we were for open borders for. Imagine if we were pushing for Israel to have open borders. They'd be like, no, we ain't doing that. Right? It makes sense. It makes sense. Like, why would you just have it open? It's all right. Do you not care about the crime that comes over? And they'll say, oh, but actually, Americans commit more crime than the illegal immigrants. And they'll compare like the small population that is illegal immigrants compared to the larger population that is the U.S. population, a legal U.S. population. It's like, okay, I mean, of course one is going to commit more because there's more people. But if you look at how many illegal immigrants commit crimes within their own population, It's pretty high. I mean, you could just look at the numbers that the ICE puts out on that one. Every year. It's like over 100,000 that are arrested, and 90% of them have other felony charges, other shit going on. Yeah, I think too about the like MS-13 they come on over and fucking drug smugglers. Man, it's just horrible. Fucking horrible shit. So I'll ask again for those that live on the border. Has there been anything recent popping off that you've seen? Let me know in the chat. Definitely have to talk about that. There's something else I want to talk about, but it may not fit on the stream, may not sound like topic wise. It'd be kind of disjointed, so I'll save it for another stream. And that is, I've been saying that I want to distance myself from my Coomer ways, so to speak. And I mean that. I've been reading more and more about the negative effects of pornography, the effects that it has on the people that are in it, that create the videos and all this stuff, and the negative effects obviously on the consumers. And it's I'm getting more convinced that look, man, it's actually just better for you overall just to let that stuff go. This horrible shit, man. Like those highly produced, you want to call them highly produced, but those like the porn you watch from those like big production stuff, like when I say big production, I'm including like Bang Bus and all them. Like it's like the shit that those porn stars go through, and they know what they're getting into, right? Because you got to imagine, hey, if you're gonna get paid a couple $300 for an anal scene, you know what you're getting into. You're taking that money. So in a way, it's kind of hard to feel sorry for them. They know what they're doing. They're being used and shit like that. Yeah, they are. I just don't think I want to be part of that. I'm not. I mean, you do what you want. That's fine. But me personally, I don't want to contribute to that. So, and I'll go more detail about that in a later stream, because I think combining that here, no, it's not gonna be good. Let's see if there's any other border news that popped off this weekend. Let's see here. Something we haven't talked about. Let's see. I got a story. I had a story from Arizona, a story from Texas. Let's see if there's any more Texas stories here. Yeah, that Texas crash is the one that pops it first. Oh. There's apparently, I guess some of these emergency sites are raising concerns. Of course they're going to be raising concerns. But I'm looking for stories that actually, like, well, whoa, what is this? Illegal immigrant from Mexico wanted for raping 2 young girls is killed by Texas cop. Well, that's an honor killing right there. God was driving that bullet. I guarantee you that one. No, but I don't feel bad about that one. In fact, I might just have an early beer on that one. What do y'all say? What do you call that? When a cop kills a child rapist? What do you call that? I call that justice. Yeah, I'm for life. But if you're a rapist and a murderer, yeah, you can be fucking offed. Let's see. An armed child rape suspect who left Arkansas, where he was wanted on 11 felony accounts, was killed in Arlington, Texas. Oh, he was a peaceful, law-loving, law-abiding, non-U.S. citizen, just respecting the law, respecting all those kids. 11 felony accounts. Oh my God. I hope it wasn't all rape. Man. We are thankful no innocent community members or officers were injured, the Arlington Police Department wrote on Twitter. Okay. The suspect, Juan Jimenez Salas, hyphenated name. Jimenez Salas, Juan, 46, who was later found to be an illegal immigrant from Mexico who had previously been deported from the U.S. Okay, but you just see, that's what happens. You deport them, and they just come on back. They just come on back. If we did things differently, just a little bit differently, you wouldn't have to worry about them coming back. Don't worry. I'm not saying you put them in camps and do that. No, not that extreme. I'm saying if they want to go to other countries because they hate their own country, then you just start shipping them off to random places. You ship them over there to Russia. Putin will definitely love that shit. You know what? I'm going to crack open that beer. Juan Jimenez Salas, 46. This is for you. Being put down. Should have happened sooner. So he was deported and he comes right back in. And the suspect was accused of repeatedly molesting 2 young girls, 2 young daughters of his. Oh my God. It's even worse. He was molesting his 2 young daughters. Wait. I don't think of it's his daughters, because 2 young daughters of his Arkansas girlfriend. Both girls were under the age of 10. So it weren't really his daughters. It was the daughters of his girlfriend. So they probably had a different dad. Look at this guy. Look at this winner here. And 20 years ago, he was arrested on felony charges similar to that. Man. This guy's a piece of shit. Here's an image of this motherfucker. Here's an image of this guy right here. I feel sorry for him? Of course not. You feel sorry for him? I'm going to ban you from the chat. That's what I'll ban you. If you feel sorry for these piece of shits, say anything in their defense. Well, in their defense, ain't tolerating that shit. Poop. Read my comment. I did. Put them in concentration camps, bro. Poop. Jimenez Salas was wanted on 5 felony accounts for rape, 6 felony accounts of indecency with a child. So that's all he does. This guy's just a chronic raper. He can't stop raping little girls. Yeah. I think being executed by a cop was too good for this motherfucker. No. Shit, man. This guy needs some sort of he needed a jigsaw style torture device. Okay. Fucking A, man. Mexico ain't sitting their best. Oh, that's racist. That was so racist that Trump said that. Well, they're not, are they? The ones that cross through illegally aren't going to be their finest. I know. This news isn't very fun on a Sunday. Sunday Funday. False advertising. But the silver lining is that the motherfucker's dead. So there's that. So, depending on how things are going for your day, if you have a couple of steaks, you could barbecue. Maybe some burgers, you could barbecue, whatever. Crack open a beer. And know that while the world's going to shit, sometimes every now and then, something good happens. And you can have that moment to reflect on. All right, guys. This was a short stream. I'm gonna have to do some work, like mow the yard and shit. And work on my little vegetable garden I have. See if I can have a better garden than that jazz thing. So that's what I do. That's what I do on a Sunday. Anyway, guys, I thought that was a pretty good talk, pretty good stream. You guys take it easy, all right?